Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. Parker. I was jerking off my dog. Oh, wait. This ain't my Zoom class. Fuck.
But you called me Mr. Parker. You
Oh,
do.
shit.
You nigga, you
Um,
knew. You knew though. You knew. That's the thing. That's the crazy part right there.
Did you
You had to jerk off your dog.
hear
Was it like a
shit
medical
was going in
thing
my
or a
head?
sex thing?
I'm saying dogs got jerked off, dick. Uh,
Is it a medical
well,
thing or is it like a sex thing? Because I either need to call the police or call the vet.
well, you're too far away to do anything about it. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back to TaintCast. This is episode 2 of your favorite talk show. As you see, I'm not wearing my sunglasses right now because I wear my sunglasses at night, only on Saturdays. What's today? Doesn't matter. How you guys doing? I see we got a guest today with us. What's up, bro?
How are you guys?
Good. You want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. So my name is Marcus. I am
But
a
sir, it says your name is Demarcus.
okay. Listen, my bad. Okay, if someone wanted to text me some of that, Marcus is cool. So
Okay,
therefore, I'll introduce myself as Marcus.
okay, I get you. You gotta around the white people. It's okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcus. How are you?
It's okay. Go Demarcus. Go Demarcus. Go ahead.
For the rest of my life, I'm gonna hear that. I'm telling you guys right now.
Go Demarcus.
Well, if our audience doesn't know, Demarcus was a guest on our show, I think a couple times last season. Um, and you also, as well as everyone that gets on this show, makes music. So we'll tell everyone to check out your stuff when they check out this episode. It'll be posted in the link. And since we're in here with a bunch of musicians, I guess it's time to start beatboxing, Aaron.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, I can't even hear his beatbox. I'm about to turn on beatbox. And you know I get to speak Nas.
That was fire, Loki.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. We'll save it for later.
Nice take. Nice take.
I can freestyle if I'm drunk, guys. I promise.
All right. Next time, get drunk.
All right, for sure. I'm about to take a shot after I finish rolling this blizzy. But Aaron, I know you said you don't want to talk about it, but when we got off air last week, you were on your way to adventures. I would at least explain why you don't want to talk about it if you don't talk about
Bro, talk about it, bro. I want to know.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll let y'all know what happened. So basically, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh yeah, go
basically,
ahead, talk.
I was out with a bunch of NFL players, and I'm a pretty big dude. I'm like 6'4",
League
6'5".
MLS players. That's what you meant to say.
Yeah, Premier League players. Yeah, and I'm about 6'4", 6'5", and I was like, I'm pretty like much the same size as these guys. I could probably, lace up the cleats. You know what I'm saying? Go on the pitch, the soccer field, and do some things. Yeah, but yeah, I got really drunk, like the drunkest I ever had in my life. One of the football soccer players bought me a bottle of Don Julio 1942.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You
And
drink all by yourself.
I know it's supposed to be like this really good and expensive drink, but that shit tasted like cigarette butts.
Yeah.
Like dead ass. Like I wouldn't drink that shit ever. Like if I like had a choice, give me a Moscow Mule for sure.
Well, if I had a choice, I'd have Crown Royal. Tank
Oh yeah,
Cast sponsored by Crown Royal. I'm about
Crown
to take a shot.
Crown
But
Royal
come
is
on,
so
who in here? So I guess I'm gonna interview you real quick. I don't know
No,
if it was
I'm not finished yet. So later on in the night, I went to one of the soccer players' house
okay.
and I blacked out because right after I drank all that Don Julio, I had a White Claw. And I woke up at a family member's house with no pants on.
Oh shit.
Like I lost my pants. Like that shit was so crazy. So they had to give me a pair of pants, and I'm like one of the biggest dudes in my family. So they pants didn't fit me. I had to wear like a large, large pair of pants, and I'm like a 2X. So that shit was crazy. And I also had on dress shoes, and they were like jogging pants. So I was walking around all day hungover with jogging pants on.
All right, Aaron,
Wouldn't you love
your tips
how-
on the issue. We want to know, where were the bitches?
Oh yeah, there was plenty of bitches. There was like these pair of sisters. They were like Irish twins, but Mexican. They're Mexican Irish twins.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I got their numbers, doing what I do. But both of them got boyfriends. So.
Damn, that's okay. That's all right. If it ain't a ring, it ain't a thing, you dig?
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was, all in all, it was a pretty nice night. Good vibes all around.
That's good, bro. All right, so I guess I want to talk about something now, guys. We're going to move the show forward. So here in Virginia, I don't know what they're doing where you're at, Aaron, but we don't have to wear a mask anymore if you don't want to. I'm not saying I agree nor disagree with that. I feel like if you want to wear your mask, you should. I don't think it should be as big of a debate as people make it. What I have to say is, bro, now that I've seen some people that I've met during 2020 in the mask era and never seen their regular face, now that I see them without mask, oh my fucking God. They need to keep the mask on, guys. They need to keep the mask on. Jesus Christ. I can't tell you. And this one girl, I'm not going to say her name. Help her. God help her. So I've been flirting with her. I work with her. So this is why I've never seen her without her mask on, because we have to wear a mask at work. So I be flirting with her because she got a nice body and she's got a good personality. I'm like, yeah, we could do it, whatever. I'll check her out, right? Boom. Don't have to wear a mask no more. She's one of these people that opt not to wear her mask at work. I guess she's vaccinated. I don't know. Don't care. Why the fuck when she dropped her mask, she looked like a big mouth bass, y'all.
Like Bubble Bass from SpongeBob?
Bro, like the fucking fish that used to be on the wall singing, "Take me to the water."
Give me back the flare fish.
Bro. And she had the audacity. I left it in the car. I should have brought it in. Bro, she had the audacity to leave like a high school written note saying, "Call me" on it. And I'm like, damn, you should have gave me that shit before I seen you without your mask, girl. Shit crazy.
Yeah. That must have made shit really awkward in the workplace. But yeah, that was what I was gonna say. I feel like even after COVID, people should just wear masks because I don't want people seeing my face. I don't want people being able to identify me out of a lineup. Like, what? Hell no. Like, I want to be able to do my crimes in peace. What do you think, Demarcus? Even though I don't commit crimes, I'm a grad student and I am currently working in the financial sector, so I don't commit crimes.
No, we commit crimes every day.
I do. From time to time, I do go over the speed limit. What can you say? What can I say?
From time to time, or is it all the time? Which one is it?
All the time.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Personally, I think for the with the masks, well, I feel like how are they going to vet everybody? I mean, if it says clearly if you have been vaccinated, so what if people what people don't wear their mask even though they haven't been vaccinated? Like, how are we going to check that? Like, we don't know how they're going to do that. Even in the workforce, how are they going to vet that? That's my only concern is.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they did the mask thing just because the small percentage of people who did not like wearing a mask were so bitchy about it. They were like, fuck it, let's give them an incentive to get the vaccine. And I think that's what it is. But I mean, I think I'm fully vaccinated and I wear a mask if I go into like a store or something still, just because I feel like it's common decency. I don't give a shit what anyone thinks about Corona or the politics, anything, just human decency. if I know that the majority of people feel safer if I'm wearing a mask and they're all wearing masks, I wear a mask. It is what it is.
I definitely agree with that. But the thing is, though, when will you not be comfortable? Or when will you stop being uncomfortable? When will that, you know, that era come into place? Like, how long would it take until we're all just like, okay, well, you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask, like whatever. You know, like you said, right now, there's a fear of that.
Yeah, I think honestly, so I think for the next 10 years, I'm talking about in 10 years from today, you'll go to a big ass music festival looking like it's 2018 before Corona came out with everyone around together. I think you'll have 75% of the people unmasked, but I think you'll still have a couple people wearing masks. I don't think the masks are ever going to go away. And then one thing about masks is they became a part of fashion too. So even if someone's not scared, if they got a mask that can outlier their outfit, I mean, I know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear a mask even if I'm by myself, just if it makes my outfit look sweet. So I think the masks are here to stay.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that like 2021 chic, like in year 2030, like retro shit is gonna be wearing a mask because of the pandemic. Like that's kind of crazy to think about. Like that's gonna be vintage fashion in 2020 and 2050.
Yeah.
Now, here's a theory though of what I think is gonna happen. Because if people just wear masks just to wear masks, that'll be like an incentive. I believe that'll be more of an incentive to do more crime if you keep your mask on. Because, like you said, how are they going to identify you in a lineup? You know, versus if you keep the mask on, what's to stop you from, there's
I
really
don't
no
really agree with
repercussions.
that. I don't really agree with that. I was kind of joking before. Like
But the
you
thing is, that you joking about it, but I'm telling you, people are crazy enough to do that.
I'm just saying, like, eyewitness testimony in court isn't really that reliable anyway, first of all. Second of all, like I be watching these TV shows with these superheroes and shit, and they be putting on that little ass piece of plastic, like you ain't gonna know who the nigga is. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know who niggas, huh?
If you've never seen the regular person before and
Oh
they
yeah,
have
yeah, 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 yeah.
anything obstructing their face, just like me wearing a hat and sunglasses, if you've never seen me before and you see me like this, and then next time you see me, I'm like this, even though y'all have seen me, I'm a whole different person to whoever's
That's
never
that's
seen me before.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know,
it's
bro.
a
It's
theory.
kind of got that CW arrow feel. Like you
It's
put
an
a little
ominous
ass,
thing.
you put this little ass piece of shit on your
You
on
said the
your eyes.
CW, bro.
You put some goggles on your eyes, and you a whole different nigga. Like, come on, bro. I don't know about
I
that.
love the CW's costumes when they make it, but the effects on their shows are
Yeah,
terrible.
they're ass. I'm watching them all right now, and like, yeah, they kind of got a little
That
bit
was the
better,
shit.
but the Flash got the best seat. We got the
The
best.
Flash has the best. Oh, hands down, bro.
I haven't watched any of them but Batwoman, but I haven't watched the Batwoman with the white Batwoman. I only watched the one with the black one, but I fucking love it.
Yeah, watch the Flash. Start from the beginning.
Okay, for sure.
The
Just watch.
beginning is
It's on
Arrow.
Netflix.
The beginning is Arrow. Like, I'm like deep.
That's actually true. The beginning is Arrow. Yeah.
I'm deep in this. Like, I'm like, and like, I'm multiple seasons beyond the beginning of all the shows. Like, I'm deep in this show and in this shit.
I haven't seen
Well,
Arrow.
guys, I want to kind of segue off of before we started talking about superhero shows. We were talking about how the crime rate might go up if masks become a regular thing. I want to kind of segue that into how do you guys feel now that it's been a full year of Corona, but also a full year of the Black Lives Matter movement being front page, everyone around? I want to know how you guys feel, about has the actual organization Black Lives Matter, have they actually really impacted anything? And then I want to know, have you guys seen that they are actually trying a little too hard to implement Black culture in almost everything here in America? That's my personal opinion. But before I talk, I guess I want to hear from our guests first.
Yeah, go ahead, Demarcus. Go Demarcus. Go Demarcus.
All right, let's start with the first question. How do I feel about it being front page news right now? Is that the first question?
Yeah, so the first question was really the Black Lives Matter organization, the actual organization, not people like us that say Black Lives Matter and what we do. I'm talking about the actual organization because this is a real thing. This is the people, when people want to be like, oh, all lives matter, whatever. There's actually really a charity per se called Black Lives Matter. And I guess I'll start off. Personally, I ain't never seen nothing, heard nothing from them. I personally think they're a situation like the Red Cross where if anything happens with Black people, they're going to send representatives there. But after the cameras are gone, you aren't going to really be able to tell what the hell they did. I think they're just another TV show. I think the only real Black Lives Matter movements are the regular people like us who just try to do better every day to uplift our community. And that's where I'm going to start off.
I actually agree with you on that, John. I think that when someone's killed, it doesn't matter color, irrespective of skin color, because it happens all across the country all the time. If anyone's killed by the police, like people shouldn't send money to BLM or like any of these like action committees, because all of the only thing that they do really is like try to get people like elected, and that doesn't really help like the families affected by police violence. So what you really should do is just try to find like a GoFundMe or whatever for the family, like the real one, because a lot of people make fake ones when events like this happen, and just try to donate to them. Like if you feel called to like donate your money, don't donate it to these organizations, because like it'd be a lot of funny money, and like it's like 10 people that got to get paid before they like send the money out to actually help the community. What do you think, Demarcus?
Demarcus is on the opposite spectrum, so I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh no! Oh, absolutely not. I actually no. I actually do agree with you guys with those points. Because see, my thing with BLM and with it being an organization,
We got to specify the organization, not the movement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the organization of BLM. Let me specify that. They just have not see that's the thing. If you guys are having those opinions right now about the organization itself, can you imagine what other people's opinions are about the organization as well? Like these are just the points that we brought up. We haven't talked about all the other points that people may have with the organization. So I feel like the actual organization itself needs to be able to present themselves in a way that fits everybody's narrative instead of it just being about the organization itself. It needs to be about the entire, Black Lives Matter believers and the the people who support the entire movement, because that's what it is. It's a movement.
I feel like
it's not an organization.
Whenever you like look at those organizations, you got to be wary of their intent, because like to me they kind of give off like insurance company tow truck type vibes. Like they only show up when something bad happens, and they ain't showing up to help you. They showing up to get their money. So that's what
gives it a bad rep.
Yeah,
it's a bad rep.
Yeah, that, and like I just don't like that, because it's like they profiting off of the death of these people, which is like,
but they're Black themselves though.
Yeah,
like,
which is the same as like what tow truck companies do. They profit off of your misfortune, basically. That's what insurance companies do. They profit off of the likelihood of your misfortune. So
because I have this argument with my friends all the time about the organization versus the movement. The organization, first of all, it should not be a versus in there at all. The organization should be about us, about what we want to change, about what we're protesting to change. Not necessarily, oh yeah, we're just supporting the organization because like what if the organization does something crazy that we don't support. Like that's the entire narrative that needs to be shed. Light needs to be shed on that narrative like crazy. It needs to switch around, because or else if it doesn't, then whenever someone says Black Lives Matter, it's gonna come with a bad taste in their mouth because they might think that we're thinking about the organization versus no, we're talking about the movement
All right,
itself.
let's
That's the
move our
problem.
critique to the actual movement since we've been talking about the organization. What do you think the movement can do better from what they've already been doing? And John, I'll start with you. I think you need to turn your screen off because your bandwidth is yeah, just talk podcast format.
Yo, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a low response. Respond to me right now.
I got you.
Got it.
All right, for sure. I turned my screen off. So I guess what I'm gonna say about the actual movement of Black Lives Matter, and I actually glad I went to go first because I think out of the three of us here, probably hang out with the most white people on the day-to-day basis. So I'm gonna start with the negative first.
I'm gonna have to
think
disagree. Hey,
the
John, I'm gonna have to
actual
John. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. My stepdad's white.
Okay, my step brothers, half brothers, everybody I know is white. Are you serious, Aaron?
I'm just saying, I
He
see him
said,
at like
"This is
every.
a white people off. Let's
I'm just
see
saying, I
who
see
we
him like
got.
every day. I see him like every day.
Who do we see on their basis?
All right,
Like,
well, I'll we'll do that another time. What I want to say is, in the culture of what anyone think is cool, they steal everything from Black people already, except the stupid shit that we glorify, like the drugs and the killing. And I'm not even going to say the drugs because they glorify the drugs too, but it's the killing. And that's what I'm going to say. One thing about the actual movement, I don't give a goddamn what we do to make ourselves look good. Where in the city I live in, Richmond, Virginia, and I know the city you live near, I don't know if you live in Detroit, Aaron, there's a Black on Black crime, a senseless one, nearly every goddamn day. But I'm supposed to present my people to these people who already have been programmed to think they're better than us and to tell them, hey, look at me, I'm equal, but all my peers are in the street acting a fool, looking stupid all the time, and they think it's fun. Like, are you serious?
All right, that's where I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I don't believe in the existence of quote unquote Black on Black crime because most crime happens with between people that live with each other, like near each other. And it also happens when people are poor. You ain't gonna steal nothing if you got money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just like a kleptomaniac.
you
You ain't gonna
talking
kill no.
facts.
Yeah, you ain't gonna kill nobody if you got a nice warm bed to go home to. Like,
You talking facts.
I
and
disagree.
what? Just let me finish. And the way people like frame Black on Black crime, they make it seem like, oh, all these Black people killing each other. Like 86% of white homicides are done by other white people. Most Asian homicides are done by other Asian people. Most Hispanic homicides are done by other Hispanic people, and most Black homicides are done by other Black people. Just because Black people, do them a little bit more doesn't mean that we're inherently different. Because then when people bring up stuff like Black on Black crime, they try to make it seem like we're inferior, when in reality our neighborhoods are underfunded, and we're over policed. So when someone does do something like steal or something, instead of getting like a slap on the wrist, they would in the suburbs, they go to prison for 2 years and then they come out a hardened criminal at
Can I ask you a
17.
question though?
What?
Okay, out of all the cultures, whose celebrities are glorified criminals?
Ours, but I mean that doesn't really. I don't think that really matters because Johnny Cash was a criminal. There's a lot of white people that were criminals that became famous or
Can I interject?
are famous criminals. Paris Hilton went to jail a couple of times off of some stupid shit that she did. Like, everybody makes mistakes,
Can I
but
interject?
you can't
Okay.
really you can't put a whole race into one pot just based off of a few instances. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
I
because
want
everyone's at the end of the day, everyone's an individual.
Let Demarcus talk real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Demarcus.
No,
Go,
you good, bro.
Demarcus.
No, you good. You're good. Listen, guys. Yes, I agree with Aaron. Due to the fact, yes, the whole entire system was completely built on the constant vetting and destructive nature for the black community. I mean, why do you think crime is concentrated in black communities? Well, that's because that's how they built it. I mean, they realized that there was no resources that was going to be put in those systems. Their schools and those districts will be underfunded because we don't want to fund black culture. We don't want to fund black education at all. So why pour money into it? Therefore, that means that people will move out of those cities and leave the poorest of the poor there in the neighborhoods, which becomes what? The quote unquote ghettos, the most courts of of the areas. Like that's what they built it on.
It
Like
is crazy.
interstate.
I'm sorry. It's crazy how they built all these neighborhoods to be like hubs for crime. Because through like stuff like Section 8 housing, where like they basically just put all these poor people in certain areas, of course they're going to commit more crime. And it's not even just based on them being black, it's because they're poor. Like a lot of people underestimate the power of your economic status and whether or not you'll be a criminal.
Yes.
And like the construction of like suburbs, like back in the 60s,
Yes.
they were like when white flight was happening, they made suburbs so that they would be hard to navigate. So like if someone robbed a house in the suburbs, they would need a car to be able to get away.
Exactly. But do
Because
they have
they're
that though?
huh
No. But do
no
they have that?
people that
Exactly.
yeah, like if you stealing something, you don't have like you if you stealing from somebody's house, you don't have like access to like a car. You stole somebody's car to steal stuff from somebody's house to get away. Like you're not these are not people with like money. So like I don't understand when people say like, oh, you can make choices. Like, yeah, they made a choice. They made a bad choice
But
because of the
to
circumstances.
survive.
Yeah, because of their surrounding circumstances.
Exactly. And to piggyback off of your point when it comes to the crime and things like that, and glorifying criminal activity and things like that, well, that's just because they're writing about their everyday life, and people are able uh to agree with it and really relate to the content, which is why you have so many rappers out here talking about crime and robbing and killing and stealing and all that stuff, because that's just kind of what was built. That's what they know. That's what they grew up on. And people relate to that. That's how they get funded. That's how they get rich. It's a system.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just want to interject real quick. That was great. I just this is going to be the only time I do this because I'm going to break character for a second. I just don't want nobody to try to steal my black card because I brought up all these Trump points. I play devil's advocate on this show, everyone, and I just want to say I'm proud of you guys for what y'all just did. But I'm going to go back into character. And actually, Demarcus, what you just said though was amazing because that's what I was going to say. It was like Aaron had a great point when he said, Paris Hilton is a criminal. Oh shit.
Love it.
Oh, did y'all get that notice? Okay. Paris.
Hey John, you on here cooning and buffooning.
Good job, bro. Keep the conversation going.
What I was gonna say was like, yeah, Paris Hilton was a criminal. Mike, the Situation's a criminal. Fucking everyone's a criminal. Almost everyone has a record, and there's plenty of black people who don't have a record. There's plenty of black people that live in the suburbs. Look at me and where I'm at. Like, it's mixed. There's everyone everywhere. There's plenty in the same ghettos where there's black people tearing them up. There's just as many white boys up there that think they're fucking the ghetto fucking god and everything. And
It's
so
glorified.
obviously it's
And
glorified.
and let me give you this example. Eminem lived in fucking Warren in a trailer
Mhm.
park where there was a whole bunch of crime. So like it's the same shit. Like when you're poor and in a poor neighborhood, you're gonna do what you need to do to survive, and there's gonna be a lot more police to arrest you, and judges will not be lenient like in your favor. People that
You
are
dropping
rich,
gems, Aaron.
people that are
You
rich
dropping
get
gems.
slaps on the wrist. Like, and Eminem made it out doing what? Talking about the same stuff that black people talk about in their music.
Well, I want to point out a point to you because I listen to rock music, but a lot of people don't know rock music is about the streets, man. These guys live this, like I
So I
said,
believe you.
it's just, bro. When I go out and do my thing, this is also why I play devil's advocate. Like everything else said, I live. You know what I mean? But when I go out and do my thing, it's just as many white people, Asian people, Arabs, anyone. It's freaking. The media manipulates us to think certain ways, and we have to break that cycle before we can go to our next level. We
I
have to realize
completely agree.
that all of us are together and that whatever it is, teaching us the way to think. When I scroll down Instagram, people I know who have never done a street thing in their life are fucking commenting and liking and loving fucking poo shit and
Because it's
bumping
cool.
and all of this. And I'm like, for what?
Because it's cool.
Right. And we need to reset our minds. And I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I'm throwing the idea out there.
I
Hopefully
don't.
someone's listening.
That's a big thing for me too. I don't know how we're going to change this stuff like at all. I think what needs to happen is when you start from the system, start with the system first. Figure out what went wrong, fix it, give people some money back, and let that be it. I
But
mean,
yeah, I need that reparation. I need that reparation.
Because I ain't get it. Oh, I got a little bit of stimulus. I ain't get the whole thing though.
I didn't get one crumb of stimulus. All right, what's next on our itinerary? Because we got our 40-minute shit lifted, so we rolling in this business.
Rolling. So next on our itinerary is the NBA playoffs. And did anyone see the Lakers Warriors game?
oh my gosh, bro, it was crazy. I loved it.
And
before we do that, me and my homeboy Norris were talking about this earlier. Who do y'all think the MVP is this year in the NBA? I'd say Jokic. Because he almost put up a triple-double. His team is ran through him, and he averages the most steals as a big man, and his team is third in the West.
Okay, I like that.
I'd say
I'm
Jokic.
going to say Steph Curry just because he's Steph Curry. And look what he did and how he took this trash team and took it to the top. And have y'all seen him play this year? Bro just throws the ball like it's nothing and makes it. Like it's nothing to him
It's
now.
Steph. Steph should be MVP.
Really? Based off
I think Steph.
I just think that the MVP should be based on the best player on the best team possible. Without it being like overly, like without the team being overly stacked. Like the Nuggets are just
it should have been LeBron for the past 10 years.
Yeah. But that's not the way it worked because the Heat were stacked. They had 3 All-Stars. The Nuggets they only have 1 All-Star, maybe 2, but Murray's been injured. So really 1 All-Star and then a whole bunch of solid role players. But Steph has Draymond and G Leaguers. So people are like, looking at his performances and like saying, oh, he really needs to be like MVP, but I think it should just be based off of who got their team. I think it should be who got their team to the highest point. And Jokic is the person that got his team to the highest point. Steph just got his team barely into the playoffs.
But he's in the playoffs.
Barely.
Okay, when I go on Twitter, I don't see barely. Okay, one time. One time have I seen Jokic ever trend on Twitter this whole year. Only seen him do it once. And I'm on Twitter every night.
Like when he said,
I've seen Steph Curry trend on Twitter like countless times.
Yeah,
and LeBron.
All right, Jokic. I'm gonna just tell you stats. Jokic averages 26 points. Well, I was talking about this earlier, so I kind of got to memorize. He averages 26 points, like 10 rebounds, and like almost 9 assists.
Okay, and
that's almost a triple-double.
In that case, why not Russell Westbrook?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot 1 point.
Because Russell Westbrook's team isn't. I don't even think they're are the Wizards in the playoffs or are they in the play-in?
They won the play-in and they're going to play Philadelphia.
So they're like at the bottom of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
I don't think any team at the bottom.
On that team. In that case, what about Giannis?
I don't think any team in the lower half of their seeding should be considered for any person
What
on
about
a
Joel
team in the
Embiid?
bottom half of the
Aaron is
seeding.
not winning this argument.
Kevin
I'm just
Durant.
saying, y'all aren't giving me any points. Y'all are just saying, oh, Steph had a
If
couple of
Jokic
good
is
games,
the
so I'm gonna say
MVP,
he's the
what is
MVP.
Kevin
Not a
Durant?
couple of good games, bro.
He did. He had a nice stretch at the end of the season and brought
Then
his
what is
team into the
Kevin Durant?
playoffs.
If Jokic is the MVP, then what is Kevin Durant, Aaron?
I don't. That doesn't count because his team is stacked.
Okay, so if Jokic is the MVP, what is Joel Embiid? Ain't that number
Wasn't he
one?
injured? He was injured a lot of the season.
Then what is Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons isn't playing like MVP. He doesn't even average 20 points a game.
Okay, I get
Never.
it. Jokic is the top 5 player in the league. Let's not play around with that. But I think MVP needs some flair in it because it's the MVP. And you gotta
think-
give
I
Curry,
think-
bro. Steph Curry is fucking phenomenal. And
I think a
if
lot
he
of people-
can get some type of team back around him, oh my God.
Yeah, that's true. But I think a lot of people just say Jokic shouldn't be the MVP because he's boring. He's not like Steph Curry is like shooting threes on 4 or 5 people, like and making them at the buzzer. And Jokic is just a really good passer. Like Jokic isn't Showtime like Steph Curry is. He isn't prime time like Stephen Curry is. So a lot of
That's
people.
why he shouldn't be MVP. If we can have a second award and it could be the best player in the league award, but the MVP is the money thing. And don't forget, it's a business. And how many people are going to buy a Jokic t-shirt, MVP t-shirt?
I would.
How many?
I'm team Nikola Jokic. I don't really like the Nuggets. I'm not a fan of the Nuggets, but I think
Y'all forgot
Jokic.
Giannis.
Because like I would say, usually the MVP is like one of the top 2 seeds, but like with Russell Westbrook, the way the season has been set up, first of all, is just weird in general. And with like Westbrook being the 6th seed when he won his MVP when he was averaging that triple-double, that was just an anomaly. So to pick an MVP with somebody that's like on a team that's 8th seed and like barely 8th seed, like won a play-in spot, like that is just I just don't think that's something you should do personally. That'd be like giving a 6-man award, 6-man of the year award to somebody that plays on a team that's 13th in the East. Like, yeah, they're putting up good numbers off the bench, but it don't mean shit because this team isn't winning.
Demarcus, I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh no, I Steph Curry should definitely be the MVP. I mean, I thoroughly
All right,
agree.
based off of what? Based off
of what? Look at what he's done. I mean, honestly. Have you watched his games this season? Like, have you seen him?
I have.
That man's been trending.
Steph Curry is always
man's been putting up points.
Steph has always played at that level.
Bro, he's always played at that level with other good players around him. This year, you can't
Nobody
name
was
more
with
than
him
3 people on the team with him.
besides Draymond.
Yeah, but
Draymond is trash. I don't want to hear nothing about Draymond. Draymond is trash.
No, he's not. He plays his role. He does what he needs to do.
Draymond, even though he is a crybaby, he does his thing though.
If you think Draymond is trash, you don't know basketball. He does exactly what he needs to do to get Steph in his spots.
Fucking shit, because we can talk fucking technical, good fucking basketball all fucking day. I can fucking go with you with the Tim Duncans and the Hakeem Olajuwons. Yeah, I do not personally like Draymond Green. Yeah, he kind of does his role, but sometimes he doesn't fucking show up. And I think he could do better, way better. And I think if he was on any other team, I think he would be on the fucking
But guess
bench.
who's always showing up? It should have been Stephen Curry. You know what I mean? Like, he's just always on it.
And when Steph, like back in like 2015, 2016, when Steph would have bad games, Draymond would drop 30. Like he always brings it every night.
Yeah.
No,
Doing what he needs to do.
No,
He
I do
does
not
exactly
believe
what-
that 1 second.
Wait, I don't think Draymond's ever averaged 30 points a season though. I don't think he's ever done that before.
What do you mean?
Guess who has though? Stephen Curry.
I'm just saying, Draymond does his thing. If he was like playing with Steph and Clay like they used to, he would have like 2 blocks
Draymond
and 2
is what
steals a
Dennis
game.
Rodman was, but in a way softer generation. So imagine Dennis Rodman, but super soft, and that's what Draymond.
Draymond's better than Dennis Rodman. Draymond's better than Dennis Rodman.
Hell no, you're tripping.
Yes, he is. Dennis Rodman was a rebounder. Draymond is a facilitator, and he plays better defense.
Is he better than Jokic then? Because what?
No, he's not better than Jokic.
All right then. Because like what
Jokic's
the fuck?
a better scorer.
Is he better than Marcus Hall?
Yes. Right now, yes.
Right now, yes. Right now, yes. Right now, yes. I'll give you that.
All right, let's go off the NBA because y'all giving me some horrible takes.
We didn't even talk about the playoffs.
You just said Draymond is trash.
He is. Fuck him.
I wouldn't say he can lead a team, but with Steph, he's like the best person to play with Steph. They have the best chemistry.
All right, whatever.
Steph is definitely saving his career, but he's not trash.
He's on my hate list. I don't like Draymond Green at all.
And that's fine. You cannot like Draymond. I don't like Kyrie Irving because he an asshole. And the way he be saying shit don't be coming off right.
But Kyrie Irving is a fucking handler of the ball.
Yeah, he be he be doing a lot with the ball, the hobo.
Okay, so all right. Before we bore our audience with NBA talk, you guys wanted to talk about some music that dropped last week. Boom, boom, main event time.
I wish Alex was here so we could talk about that Kodak album.
Was it good?
It was okay.
I haven't listened to it yet.
You know Kodak, he be the whole song.
But you think he's good though?
I like him. I like some of his songs.
I can't, bro.
Hey, it was good enough for Cardi B to steal his flow and get
How
platinum.
long ago was that? That was
I'm just saying.
2017. She needed something. So what did she do? She flipped that song and boom, made a hit off of it. That was better than the original. I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
really attribute.
A lot of people made Drake's career. The dude, wait, what's his name? What's his name? The dude that wrote all the Drake songs and then got beat up by Drake when
it's a weird name. I forgot what it was.
But yeah, like Kodak Black could do that. He could be that guy. Because a lot of people stole his style. NBA YoungBoy stole his style.
He doesn't have a style, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not a fan of NBA YoungBoy. But
Kodak does not have a style.
Yes, he does. He has the Florida boy style. A lot of people are stealing it.
They are.
Jack Boy, Young and Ace, all of them come from Kodak.
They're giving Kodak too much credit here.
I'm just saying, a lot of people, he has influence for sure. He was the first dude to come out of Florida doing that stuff.
I think Kodak Black is extremely underrated for his influence in today's rap game.
And he's definitely unique.
I think Kodak Black's extremely underrated. I like some Kodak Black songs. I like some Kodak Black albums and mixtapes, but he's like, I would never be like, hey, bump that Kodak Black unless it was a song I like. But okay, guys. So y'all want to talk about recent music droppings? Ain't nobody say nothing about the J. Cole mixtape or album.
J. Cole out. Okay, so let me go ahead and start with this.
Wait, I just gotta say this last point. Kodak Black is to Florida what Young Thug is to Georgia. Continue.
Okay. I like that.
What were you saying, Demarcus? I'm sorry.
No, I had to sit real quick because of what you just said, but go ahead.
He is though.
So then who's the go to Florida?
No, I'm not. Like I said, I give it to Kodak too much credit here, but it's okay.
I'm just saying.
It's all good. I'm not a hater. Kodak, look, get rich, do your thing, man. Have fun with it. That's my thing. Have fun with it. But what I'm saying is I don't think because I'm trying to watch what I say on camera. But anyways.
Yeah, J. Cole.
The J. Cole album. Let's talk about that. Now I am a huge J. Cole fan. I've listened to him since his mixtape dropped in 2009, bro. I was 10 years old when that dropped. But his most recent album, KOD, that came out in 2018 before the Dreamville 3 tape. Oh my gosh. KOD, Ask my girlfriend. I literally listen to that song. Like I listen to that album almost every single week in the car. It's just really, it's that good. Like I love it. It's jazzy. It's really good. This one, I felt like he was trying to cater too much away from what he's built over the past couple of mixtapes, EPs, and drops. Because if you would go back to his earlier stuff, it's really, really more melodic, more, I would say more J. Cole, in my opinion. But for this one, I felt like he was just trying to prove something, but then he lost
He lost his
a
way.
few ratings from this one too. I feel like just because of that.
I mean, to me, J. Cole has always been like lukewarm, like mid. Like
Oh
to
shit.
me, he always like I've never heard anything from him that was like spectacular, like knocked me off my feet. Like Drake comes in, like Drake, he kind of fell off. Like More Life wasn't that good. Views wasn't that good. Like that whole era wasn't that good. But like Drake will drop a fucking. He dropped back to back. He dropped all of those diss tracks and that shit. Like you feel that shit. People still talk about how he destroyed Meek Mill to this day.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They really do. They talk about how he fucked over Meek Mill to this day. Seriously.
What about recently?
But
What about
J.
recent
Cole,
stuff?
J. Cole don't really have no like moment in music history where that like defined him. Like he just has some like okay, like to me, okay music. And it's always been that way. And this album like was the first time I ever like and to be fair, this is my perspective. This is the first album I've like listened to front to back from J. Cole. I kind of liked it. It was a nice listen, but it wasn't it was the same that I've heard from J. Cole before. It's just
So wait, so you just said that this was the first album that you listened to completely through?
yeah, from J. Cole.
Okay. Which ones have you listened to at least partially? All of them?
Forest Hill. I listened to a little bit of KOD, and I think that was it. And that was just because people were like telling me, "Oh, bro, you gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this." And I was just like, I mean, it's okay. Like,
Go back and listen to KOD all
I'm
the
just,
way through.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody saying J. Cole is the GOAT. Like, I would say Kendrick is
No, but
probably.
they're definitely saying that he's top 5 though. They're definitely saying he's top 5,
I'd say he's
top
like.
30.
I'd say he's
In
like
some
top
rare
8.
cases, top 2.
I'd say top 8 just based off of what other niggas.
He's top 5 for me.
He ain't top anything based on influence. I'm telling you that right now. No one's
Off the influence. Okay, I'll give you that one. I do give you that one. The influential thing, yes, because like you said, he has not really had a huge moment per se, like you said with Drake and the whole diss track era from like 2015 is when that happened or something like that.
But honestly,
Or
I don't think
Lil
Drake.
Wayne in 2008.
I honestly
No,
don't think Drake has that much influence either. Only
no, Drake
thing.
has influence.
No, no. You ain't let me finish.
Everybody
The
was
only
Drake.
thing Drake did for real was start getting niggas that rap to sing. That was like the first. He was like the first rapper like really to like come out with like melodic R&B
That's
type
influence.
tracks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
influence.
like the main thing. But like no one's coming out sounding like Drake though. Is what
No,
I'm saying.
no, it's people from that sound like Drake.
Who? Name
People
a
from that.
popular artist that came out sounding like emulating Drake. Like you can look at Young Thug, you can say Gunna, Nav.
Nah, I feel like Young Thug has his own.
No, I'm
his
saying
own
like
stuff.
people that bit off of like branched off of him. People were saying Lil Baby sounded like Young Thug when he first came out, and Lil Wayne, like when Young Thug first came out, people were saying like Lil Thug sounded like Young Thug sounded like Lil Wayne, but there's no like Drake copycat that like sprouted into like mainstream
I don't
success.
think you can copycat Drake.
Huh?
I don't think you can copycat Drake.
You can like, but I feel like the only person that could pull off Drake is Drake.
Yeah.
Exactly. What, does it have anything to do with his influence? No, that just means that
I'm
he's
saying
very unique.
that's limiting his influence because a lot of people aren't finding him in other ways. Like there would be people that will only listen to Gunna or like be 14 and only listen to Gunna, and then somebody be like, "Oh, he sound like Young Thug," and then they listen to Young Thug and be like, "Oh, I like Young Thug." But I mean, people just know who Drake is. So like when you try to bite Drake, people are like, "Oh, you're just biting Drake." Like, don't release that. But you can bite like artists that like don't have that much of a following yet, and then that's how they build their influence in the streets. To me, I don't know about what y'all think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a subjective thing with the influential thing because everyone has their own opinions about that. Um, but with the J. Cole thing, the album wasn't for me as a huge diehard. I'm a diehard J. Cole fan. Like I love J. Cole, his music. This one was probably I have not listened to it again since my first 3 times listening to it. Because I like to listen to albums like front to back like twice to 3 times to get a good review of it. This one wasn't it for me at all.
To me, it was
Same with the DJ
oh, sorry.
Khaled album.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought we were
yeah.
gonna do one album at a time. To me, the J. Cole album, it was what I expected out of J. Cole. Like it's what I've heard from him, like, and what gave me the lukewarm impression of him previously. Just listening to that, same old, like it's just J. Cole tropes. It wasn't really like something that like made his. It wasn't what it made the songs that I actually did like from him, like the London or like
You can meet me at London.
yeah, I like that song. Like that's literally like the only J. Cole album that I will like ask Siri to play. There's no other song that I listen to from J. Cole that I would like tell Siri to play. Except for that One Time for the LA Sisters song. I don't know what's the name of it.
Aaron,
But-
can I talk?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you, since you guys mentioned your J. Cole history, let me tell you my J. Cole history. I like J. Cole. My favorite album from J. Cole is A Sideline Story 2 with features from Missy Elliott and Jay-Z. My favorite song of J. Cole is Lights Please, Turn Out the Lights. That's my favorite song. Okay. I am a metalhead. That's what I listen to on the regular. So I know J. Cole dropped. I have yet to hear a song from this album. The most I've heard was today at work. A guy was pulling up, playing some of it, saying, "Yo, check this out," but I didn't check it out. How I determine what music I listen to is by how much I hear about it. The J. Cole album dropped on that one day. Everyone was posting it dropped. I ain't never hear shit after that. So I know I don't need to listen to it. I heard some shit about the Kodak album, so I will check it out. Let me see. Anything that dropped last week that I have checked out yet? Nothing rap.
Nicki.
A lot of stuff in the metal world has checked out. I know I got some metalheads watching. If you're still watching, fucking Ginger's new song is fucking fire. Oh, my favorite song right now is Bleed by I don't know their name, but they're famous on TikTok right now. Let's get some metal in this show. All right, never mind. Go back to it. I'm sorry.
Definitely put me on to some of that metal, but
I'll send
one
you-
artist we haven't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said I'll send you hella metal. Lately, all I've been listening to is metal. I'll do this on the show right now. Listen to Lamb of God. They're out of Richmond, Virginia. They're the best metal band that came out since at least 2000. Ain't nobody done it better than them. And I'll send you some other ones. But Lamb of God, listen to them. They're fucking dope. Their newest album that came out in the pandemic. Oh my God, you'll love it. All right,
bet. Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, I love it.
We got to talk about her drop.
Itty bitty, whatever the fuck it is, beam me up, Scotty. That shit, is that her new shit with the old picture on it? Because I want to listen to it, but when I see new Nicki Minaj, I see that old picture. I don't know if that's new or old. So
It's a release of all of her songs that she didn't officially release in like the early 2010s. But I think there's a few songs on there that are new. Like I listened to one and it was like Lil Wayne and Drake, and Lil Wayne was rapping about like quarantines and pandemics and stuff. So I figured it was a new song, but like it was some old songs on there that she hadn't released that she just released. Like Still I Rise and what else? Let me pull it up. Go ahead and talk about Nicki.
I love Nicki Minaj personally. Demarcus, you want to say anything?
So I haven't really listened to this one yet. Because I'm kind of scared. Dude, well, not scared because I know there's a mixtape, but I don't have a reason. That's why I just didn't yet. I don't know why. I know her last two albums didn't really do it for me. What was it? Pink Print in 2014, and then she took like a 5-year hiatus, and then she dropped. What was the other one that she dropped? The Queen album that one in 2018. I didn't like either of them. Now the Pink Print did have a few moments, like the one with Only with Chris Brown and Drake on it.
Yeah, I
That
like
was a
that one.
moment. Truffle Butter with Lil Wayne and Drake on it. Those songs are moments for me. Queen didn't really have any moments for me at all on this one, so I was kind of scared to listen to this one, even though it's old.
Honestly, this one is like a blast from the past. Like all the music you listen to, like in the late 2000s, early 2010s, like this is it. Like this is like old Gucci, old Nicki, Best I Ever Had. That's on there, but Nicki Minaj remix. Like, and there's the dude. Like they have like basically segments like introductions where it's like radio guy like bringing a song in, like you know how back in those days people used to be like Trapaholics mixtapes, like they used to say that back in the day. Like they do that on here, like real trap shit. Damn son, where'd y'all find this? Like they say that on there, and it like takes you back to that era. Seriously, like, and I love it. I love Nicki for doing that. Like, but I don't. And this is like a big thing for me. I don't like nostalgia porn.
You don't you say what now? You don't like what now?
I mean I generally like porn, but I don't like nostalgia porn. And what by
Oh,
nostalgia porn, I mean like when they take like old shows and old movies and like reboot them or whatever to try to make you feel some type of way about the olden days or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
the why is
Yeah, I'm not a
porn attached to that though?
they're doing that huh?
Nothing.
They're doing that a lot. Like, I don't know if y'all have Disney Plus, but they just released this show called High School Musical, the musical, the series, and it's supposed to like give you that nostalgic feel of like being in like we're like watching High School Musical, growing up watching, you know, being a fan of High School Musical with the kids in the show, and they're like reenacting the shit, and it's supposed to bring back memories. Like, I mean, I think it's cool that people are trying to like tap into that, but they're just, I feel like it's disingenuous where they try to do it for money. But I don't think Nicki's doing that here. I think this is like a just basically what she had from the past, and she's taking it and adapting it to a new era.
I ain't listening to none of these shits yet.
Yeah, I will though. I'll check it out this weekend. That's my homework. Okay, I will listen to it this weekend, and the next time on a podcast, I'll talk about it, and we'll go from there.
All right, but y'all did listen to the Khaled album, right?
I put
Right.
it on shuffle and it just was not hitting, and I changed it. And
I like that
that's
Jeremiah song. I like that one Jeremiah. Jeremiah always do it for me. I like Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, he's great. I love Jeremiah.
But I don't really like his voice. I think it's too like his voice is too soft. Like I
He's a
don't know.
perfect hook for that. Perfect hook man for that. Perfect.
Yeah, but I just don't like his how soft his voice is. Like I don't like listening to like I grew up listening to like Marvin Gaye, Barry White, like men with like powerful voices, like and distinctive voices. But Jeremiah just like he whispers. Like I don't know. I feel like if you punch him, he gonna be like, oh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
the last Kala album was hot. I can't lie to you. Ain't nothing dropped recently in the rap world that's got me excited, and I will get excited. Young Thug's my favorite rapper, and even when he dropped Slime Language 2, I personally love Slime Language 1. I still play songs from it to this day, but the only song I have listened to that I know I've listened to is Solid and Ski. Like I have yet to really listen to that. I don't know if it's a me thing, or I don't know if at the moment I feel like all the rap is to the same. There's no one that's I feel like is spitting different enough to draw an audience like me that wants different. You
I'm
know
gonna
what
have to
I'm saying?
disagree with that.
Okay, let me hear what you got.
My candidate for the guy that's pushing the new school is Roddy Rich.
But his
Yes.
last drop was in 2019. Come on.
Yeah, but he on all his features, it's been hot. Like I feel like Roddy Ricch is going to be like
Every
the Drake of
single
our
one.
time
Okay.
because
I
Drake
want
is
to
this.
hear more from him, but I like that. I'll keep my eye out on Roddy Rich.
Have you
Yeah,
heard his
Roddy Ricch,
album?
huh?
Yeah, I did like it. I did
Please
like it.
excuse me for being antisocial. That junk, oh my gosh. That's one of my most favorite rap albums to come out in the past 5 years.
And the crazy part about it is, like, he released that in 2019, and Drake released his shit in 2000. Like, it's 10 years apart. It's perfect. Like, he's literally like Drake to me. Drake reincarnate.
Okay.
And
So
I
I'll,
feel,
I'll
I give
listen.
more time for that one, and then I'll see how that is.
I really think he has the makings of the next Drake.
I'll listen to some Roddy Rich. What about Playboy Cardi? Y'all fuck with him?
And to me, he's like J. Cole. Like, it's always Luke. I mean, he's not like J. Cole. Don't get me wrong. J. Cole is a way better lyricist than Playboy Cardi. But like
No,
everybody's
bro.
always like, "Oh, you gotta listen to this Playboy Cardi, bro," and it's always some lukewarm ass shit.
I feel that. That's true. I can't even. Well, I don't even try to put people on the Playboy Cardi. What about Bravado Morado? Y'all fuck with him?
He cool, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Damn, you should listen to Kitty Clay. I shouldn't tell you that.
It's his name on here.
No. Nevada. Oh,
Awkward.
that's a take. That's a take right there. That should be on like the bloopers or something.
My life.
No, we're gonna put that on the episode. But that means you need to check out some Bravado Morado, Demarcus.
And we will have our links in the description.
Yes. All right. Before we let you go, Demarcus, we're gonna do one more segment with you before we get to our top foolery that we're not gonna have you be a part of because you are an important person in society, unlike me and Aaron, who are currently screw ups.
Go to Marcus.
Let's do it.
This is going to be our top 5 debate, the best social medias through time. I already want to put number 1 through all time. I think it's going to last. And I think the influence it's had already is TikTok. I think TikTok's the greatest social media of all time.
I believe that the best social media to have an influence on any and everything will be Instagram.
Really?
I don't know.
say Instagram.
Okay, y'all are crazy. I don't know how y'all don't put Facebook number 1. It was the first, the last. It will be the last.
Okay, but at the same time, though, you don't see kids right now still using Facebook, do you?
Nope.
Instagram's been out since
Everyone-
2011.
Guys, let me put some honorable mentions in there. Bebo, MySpace. You got to remember I'm saying throughout all time. MySpace was the shit before any of these we're talking about.
I don't even remember MySpace, dog.
Instagram, bro.
Like by the time I was in I was in 5th grade, MySpace was already being phased out.
Y'all young as fuck. MySpace was the shit. Bebo? Y'all don't know Bebo? Oh my god. Well, actually, I was in middle school on no shit, so I get it. And
Y'all remember iMeme?
Huh?
iMeme?
I don't know what that is.
I ain't never heard.
Y'all remember iMeme? It was like a MySpace for like teenagers.
But Vine, we're trying to make a top 5 of all time. I think MySpace or Vine's got to be in the top 5. Those two still got influence. Or MySpace, Facebook is a copy of MySpace.
No, Facebook came out first.
No, MySpace came out first, 1999.
Oh, really?
1999. My Facebook came out actually in 2002, 2003 at Harvard.
Oh,
I know it's because in my degree studies, I actually had to, research these things. They're just crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, in that case, I put MySpace higher.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and then MySpace.
All right, y'all are missing one key. Y'all are missing 2 key social media. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my list. Facebook, Pornhub.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm throwing that one in there. SoundCloud.
I didn't know this was like X-rated. I mean,
SoundCloud,
Social media?
huh?
SoundCloud is a social media?
Yeah, you make posts and people comment on them.
And
Social media.
Pornhub is a social. See, I did not think about those. Damn.
Yeah,
That makes
SoundCloud, and then Instagram. No, wait, then Twitter, and then Instagram.
So
Sorry, I
only
thought that we were still in like the regular PG version of this. I had no
Well,
idea.
I mean, it's not like it's not. I
It's
was like,
okay.
oh, Pornhub, but literally, like Pornhub has millions of users, and it functions as a social media. Like people make posts, and people comment on those posts. They just happen to be of a mature nature, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
of a very mature nature.
Yeah,
But
the most mature nature, the most mature nature that could be.
okay, so I'm gonna with this new information, I'm gonna make a list since I didn't make a list yet. My number one is still TikTok. My number two's got to be Pornhub, though. Aaron, you got a great point with that. Number three is going to be MySpace because MySpace is the reason Facebook started, and Facebook's the reason Instagram started. My number four is going to be Vine because Vine inspired TikTok and Snapchat, and then my number five will be Facebook
I'm glad no one mentioned Tumblr. I'm not a fan of Tumblr.
or
I feel
Tinder.
I feel like no, because Tinder isn't a social media app.
You ever got Pinterest?
No.
Nah.
I feel like Tumblr is just a collection of lonely emo teenagers swapping tips on how to how to slit their wrists.
Oh man, that is you know,
Reddit and Twitter are people we haven't really talked about Reddit and Twitter, but they might need to be discussed in the
I said Twitter. I put Twitter in my top 5 because
yeah, Twitter is number 4 for me, I think.
yeah, it's number 4 for me too. But it's literally like the president used it as a forum to communicate with the public. Like
That's
you
huge.
don't get any more influential than that. So like
you don't see Obama talking about some, hey, like his picture on Instagram for me. Nah, that man.
Well, no, because like Twitter is what became like a way for the president to officially make declarations. I feel like since Trump got off of it, it's taken a hit in its relevancy, but it like for that time between 2016 and 2020, like it was really like everybody was checking Twitter because of Donald Trump. Huh?
OnlyFans
isn't social media.
Is it not?
No, because it's
it is now. If you just said that Pornhub is social media,
I would
so is
say
OnlyFans.
I would say OnlyFans isn't because it isn't advertiser driven. Like you got to think about it. Like
OnlyFans is definitely advertisement driven. I've seen so many Twitter posts about OnlyFans like sponsored.
I mean the platform itself.
Yeah.
No. It's not. I'm saying like advertisers give money to them. Like for Twitter, they make their money off of sharing your data with advertisers. Facebook, they make money off of sharing your data with advertisers. SoundCloud, they make money off of sharing your data with advertisers. OnlyFans, it's subscription. So it's basically in the same category as like a Patreon, a Netflix, whatever subscription based. It's a different model.
For sure. So OnlyFans is not. So we got to come up with a collective top 5. So I guess what do y'all want to start with, 1 or 5?
TikTok is number 1.
I'd
TikTok
say
number 1.
Yeah, I put TikTok number 1 because I feel like it can go the distance. It's everything Vine should have been.
Yeah. All right. What's number 2?
I mean, me and John both had our number 2.
Okay, let's collectively agree on Pornhub is the number 2 and move on to number 3.
I said SoundCloud for my number 3. I think because it's the largest it's the largest social media for music, it has to be considered for like one of the either 3, 4, or 5.
You said Twitter, Demarcus?
Yeah, I'd say Twitter for number 3.
I agree with Twitter, even though it wasn't on my list. I agree.
And then I probably put Instagram 4.
Facebook.
Here's number 5.
No, I put SoundCloud at 5.
It's not last. I thought
because
SoundCloud
it's
was 3.
risen in relevancy. There's like 200 million people on there, and they share music. Like it's the way to share music now. Like people have like made careers off of Lil Yachty wouldn't exist without SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no like other social media, like maybe YouTube, that like broke an artist, and YouTube should probably, yeah.
The YouTube's got to be in the top 5 before SoundCloud.
Oh my gosh, YouTube. No, YouTube is number 2 for me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
YouTube's number 2.
I
All
have
them
to
other ones
admit
moved
that.
on.
Yeah,
And people
YouTube is
don't
number
talk.
2, man.
Pornhub, Facebook, Instagram.
And
Top
to go back to Pornhub, like people don't talk about this. Like Pornhub has like all them videos be getting like 65 million views.
It
Like you go on any given video and they all have like 1 million views. So what does that tell you?
we be having like 3.5 million, bro.
Yeah, so like all
We
like
don't want to get our guests in trouble. We'll talk about this when we get them off.
I'm sorry, Demarcus.
You're good. But thank you guys for letting me come on here and talk with you guys. I appreciate it.
All right,
No
peace
problem.
out.
Thank you, sir.
No
And
problem.
everybody
Take care,
check
guys.
out Demarcus's stuff. We'll post his links below. Listen to Lake of Dreams. I personally like it.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's
Volume
a vibe.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
I named them.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron. I say it's on every podcast, but shout out to Aaron for naming the tapes, bro. Thank you.
That's about all I did though.
But thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys soon, I guess.
All right, peace out. But yeah, back to Pornhub. Like, no, seriously, like I'm not even trying to like be funny or nothing. Like Pornhub probably be like, you don't like it just be random videos. Like it'd be a random like video of somebody in an alleyway and they get 1 million, like seriously a lot of views because people are ashamed. What?
Fucking no one's around. You freaking popped the blue chew by accident or something. You gotta go. What do you search for on Pornhub?
A Bella Danger.
Ooh, I love her. But more, I want to know what you're into. Not stars, but like what? Like big titty. Me, I do big titty goth girls, MILFs tied up, or freaking threesomes with lesbians, because I'm into kinky shit.
To me, I actually like petite stuff. And it's I didn't grow like when I was like, 11 when I found out like porn existed. I wasn't like, ooh, because like I grew up thinking, oh, big titties are the shit, big asses are the shit. But like once I actually started having sex, I liked petite. I found out I like petite women. So that's why I go to like the petite stuff. But I mean, the more I had like partners, the more I realized I like taller women. So it's kind of weird that I like petite women and I like tall women.
Well, you can have a tall petite woman, and that's what I like.
Yeah, I like that. Tall petite.
I love being tall. I'm glad you say you love tall women. I love me. I want to marry a woman that's tall enough to play in the WNBA.
I mean, I'm 6'5", so I'm 6'5", so I mean, but I also don't know why there's such a stigma about tall women. And actually, I'm about to write a song about tall women, and we were talking about that earlier, and I got some really nice lyrics for it. Tell them, John.
It was good. Do you feel like repeating it, or do you want to save it for?
Hold on. Let me actually. I'm gonna go to it because it just came to me. I was driving. I almost swerved off the road. So one lyric says, "She knows I need her. Her heart's in my hand. She's the only one that can reach it."
Fire.
Because she's tall, she can.
She's the only one that can reach your heart because she's up there with you.
Yeah.
Fire.
I mean,
bro, you can write for Beyonce.
It's kind of what I do. Like, I've been doing it since the age of 6, I think. 5, 6.
Hell yeah. Well, so I want to touch back on, you said a Bella Danger. That's your top porn star you're searching for?
Abella Danger, I like her. Kenzie Reeves.
Who's? Oh, okay. Give me some search material. Kinsey Reeves. Noted.
Who else? I like there's this one porn star. Her name is Rocky Emerson. She is 6'3".
Ooh, okay. Rocky, send me
Yeah.
this later in the text message.
You can just rewatch the cast.
Oh, you're right.
Timestamp. It's like 40. Actually, we've been on for like an hour. Timestamp.
Hell yeah, because this is what the people want.
Rocky Emerson. She is honestly, if I to marry a porn star, I would marry her.
Ooh, fire.
And that's a big thing to say because I don't really fuck with these hoes like that. But Rocky Emerson, I would marry her.
I want to answer the if I would marry a porn star question, even though you didn't ask it.
Oh, go ahead. Which one?
I really fucks with.
Tiana Trump.
Nah, I wouldn't marry her, but I'd fucking be in a very toxic relationship with her. But
She seems like she'd be toxic.
right. Can I say two? And I can say on two different types of marriages.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my first one would be Skin Diamond. And if I married Skin Diamond, I would just be like her fucking pet. Like I'd fucking simp for Skin Diamond. I used to talk about this on the first season of TaintCast. Skin Diamond is like one of like there's like maybe so far. I haven't met Skin Diamond, but I've met some of them. There's like maybe 13 women who could just get me to do whatever the fuck they want whenever they want.
I don't think Skin Diamond, from what I've seen, seems like the type to be like overly dominant.
Yeah, and she can just do whatever she wants to me. And then on my second one, in like a real loving like relationship, and I can look past her being a porn star or whatever, I actually would love it or whatever. And I don't know how old she is, but maybe if my music career in this blows up, I can meet her. I would love to give Honey Gold a try.
Oh yeah, she's cool. I always thought her content was kind of lukewarm, if I do say so myself. But
looking at me.
I know when I was a kid, and okay, just for what I said earlier about petite women, I found out like petite women as an adult. So like they were all of age. Okay. So like because when you say petite, people, especially when you're a big guy like me, people automatically assume that you mean like girls that are underage just because they are, petite. So they kind of do look like they're a little younger, but they're still of age. So I wanted to specify that. But when I was a kid, one chick that I would let do anything to me is Gianna Michaels.
Ooh, I just came across a Gianna Michaels video that made me interested in her.
Yes, I used to love her when I was it feels weird to say as a kid, but yeah, when I was doing that stuff as like as a teenager, yeah, Gianna Michaels was my go-to. But as a man, I've learned, I've grown, I've evolved, and I've learned to appreciate other types of women.
I say all girls matter. I love all types of women. I like a long hair, thick red bone. Open up her legs, then filet mignon, that. I'ma get in on that. And she let me in. I'ma own that pussy.
I mean, porn has its downsides, but it did allow me to, appreciate certain types of women. Like, I normally don't like fat chicks, like just in my everyday life, but there's some fat porn stars that I will watch just because they're very attractive. Like,
girls, if you think your man doesn't appreciate your body and you want someone to just show your body fucking love, hit my Instagram DM, I guess.
this guy.
I got drunk, Aaron. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've taken like 7 shots during this fucking.
Hey man, do what you gotta do. What else is?
Well, this is what I'm doing. Get belligerent while we do this, and at the end of the show, it just becomes fucking fuck fest of a show, and it's entertaining, and people love it.
All right, let's hit this next topic, and then we can probably wrap the show up. Dream threesomes.
Whoa, we got another topic before that.
Oh, the ass eating debate.
Yes.
You want to take a crack at that?
So what I say with the eating ass debate is if she's pretty.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Which you don't need ass at all?
No. And I haven't, and I will not, but there are certain stipulations. Like, she has to be fresh out of the shower. She has, and I recently found this out because I follow porn stars on IG, and they tell you what they do before they do like those types of scenes. And they do they do an enema, which is basically they like squirt water up there to clean it out. Like, when you clean in the shower, like, you ain't really clean. You just douse a little bit of water on the outside part. You know what I'm saying? That's like cleaning the top rim of a bowl. You know what I'm saying? Or like, no, it's like cleaning the inside of the bowl. Like, yeah, okay, you clean, but as soon as you eat something else, it's gonna be dirty again, and it's already still dirty on the bottom side. Well, that's actually a perfect example. So yeah, if she has to be pretty enough, because I'm not just gonna eat any girl's butt. But yeah, if she's pretty enough, she has done all the stuff, like she has an enema and she cleans her butt, then yeah, I'll go for it. I'll take a crack at it.
Okay, my turn. So yeah, Aaron, I'm just gonna tell you, you're missing out, bro. And like with some stuff, you just gotta like fucking let that shit and not think about it. When you're in the heat of the moment, and I'm saying like, I don't know about you, bro, but when I fuck bitches, I fuck bitches, and I'm saying like fucking. If it is what it is, it is what it is. And I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you got your stories, and like sometimes shit does get out of hand at times. But like also when you are constantly, in a routine of having sex with someone, you kind of guys know what you're gonna do and they prepare. And I'm saying if a chick wants her ass ate, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck. I got her. I will make a bitch come. I will do whatever she wants me to make her come. And like that's what I do.
Honestly, I feel like you just need to decide what you want to do and like lay out what you want to do and what y'all both expect ahead of time. Because if a girl expects me to do that, just like off the strength, without her doing anything to like make sure she's clean, then I'm just not gonna do it.
So you don't just be fucking like random bitches. You gotta make sure you guys have a hygiene schedule and shit. Granted, I've had experiences recently where I'm like, damn, if I'm gonna be fucking bitches, I need to see what their hygiene schedule is. Cause fucking I was talking to one bitch and I'm so glad I did not fuck her, dude. Bro, I don't know how the conversation came up, but we were talking about taking showers. She was like, yeah. First thing she said, red flag, was she only takes a shower like once every 6 days. And then for white people, right? And then fucking, they were like, okay, how do you take a shower? She was like, I wash my hair, I wash my face, and then I get out. I was like, hell fucking no, this bitch is dirty as a motherfucker.
She probably just said that because she didn't want to fuck.
No, bro, she won't like talk about me. Don't even try to play me like that. Fuck you.
I'll just play it, dog. But yeah, like these bitches be dirty out here. But my body count probably is not that not that high compared to other people. Like, it's barely a dozen. And like when I say barely, like hand jobs don't really count, but they kind of count. So it's barely a dozen. And I always get repeat customers.
Hey, that's what matters, bro. Actually, my OG used to say it back then when I first got started fucking bitches, because I was like a low-key late bloomer. Ooh, phone call time. Is it time to get lit again?
No. He in Houston.
Okay. So, you mean in England?
Yeah, England. Jolly Roger.
Okay. Well, my OG used to tell me, because I was like kind of a low-key late bloomer when it came to like fucking bitches. I like wasn't fucking them like that much in high school. But like when I started hanging out with drug dealers and shit, when I was younger, he used to be like, what the fuck were we talking about? Fuck. What were you just saying? I lost my train of thought trying to open this drink.
Repeat customers.
Oh yeah. He was like, it don't matter if a chick lets you fuck. What matters is if she lets you fuck again. And when he taught me that, that's what I pride myself off of. Not if a chick lets me fuck. A chick will let anybody fuck because she's trying to find some good dick.
Mhm.
If she thinks it's some good dick.
Yeah,
And I think if
I've
I
never
had
had a. Oh, so go ahead. Go ahead.
if I had to give myself a comeback rating, I would have to do the math, but doing a rough guess, I got like an 83%.
I've never had a one night stand. Like
What?
every girl
Well, you're still young.
I've done it with, I've done it like at
And you
least.
don't really live that life. And I don't know if that life's going to be lived no more because of COVID and shit.
Yeah, I've never had a one night stand. I've never banged a girl off of Tinder. Like, and if you to all the guys out there, if you think you're gonna find a girl on Tinder and go have sex with her, and you just like, there's only a couple of guys that can pull that off. And this is coming from me, and I'm like a semi-attractive 6 whatever guy, like what you would consider to be a whatever, guy like that gets chicks. But that shit don't work. Tinder and all that shit don't work. What works is being confident, going up to her and showing her your nutsack.
Hey, you ain't never told a lie, my nigga. You ain't never told a motherfucking lie.
Not literally showing her your nutsack, but like being like, what's up? Like,
Never told a motherfucking lie.
because you'll never get a woman being timid, being standoffish, not telling her what you really want. The only way you're gonna get a woman is if you assert yourself and make sure she knows that you like her.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
in a weird way.
Go up there, guys, being all nice. Hey, what's up? I want to hang. She's gonna be like, oh, this guy wants to be a friend. And if you want to be a friend, that's cool. But if you want to hit that pussy, let her fucking know. Hey, look, bitch. I'm saying don't use the game that works for you, but like let them know. And that's how it is.
There's
I'm taking
only
a drink.
like literally like even there. I know people with like money and a whole bunch of other stuff like. Most and if you frequent Tinder, like the only people that really like swipe right that are like attractive on like regular guys are like hookers and like OnlyFans girls.
Ooh, was Backpage a social media?
No,
Okay.
because it was like Craigslist. So they posted ads like classifieds,
Okay.
so it was like Craigslist.
Okay.
But yeah, that shit doesn't work for regular guys. So wait,
I only got laid off of Tinder once, and it was a fucking whack ass fucking lay. It was boring. Man.
Yeah, and like the chicks that are on Tinder can't find, haven't been able to find a guy, and so it's probably not going to be the best. You'd be better off just like going out and like go out with a group of friends and try to meet girls that way. That's better. And chicks are also way more willing to like I met a badass model on South Beach. She was gonna go back to my hotel, but I had a girlfriend at the time, so I was like, nah. But
you don't know what my sketch strategy is?
What?
So how I kind of rope a chicken is well, I endure a lot of social settings because I do a lot of different things.
Now we're veering into pickup lines from ass eating. This is great. I like it. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, so what I kind of do is I low key I'm the type of person I wait to see if a chick's showing slight interest in me before I even try to go in for it, just because I be doing my thing. And once it is, I kind of start getting their attention. It is what it is, whatever. And how I start roping them in. Damn, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I rope them in though, and like I have like an 85% comeback rate. But I guess what I was saying was how I rope. I don't remember. Aaron, take it away.
My thing is when I go on them outings and shit, like a lot of the chicks that I like have been with, I like knew beforehand. Like I knew for like years before, and then I just like hit them up, and then they like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, oh, what's up? And then we like link up and like do something. Like I met like 2 girls at a party before, and that was it. And like, yeah, that was it. And I usually when I go to parties,
Story.
huh?
I got a crazy story.
Go ahead.
So in the height of my partying days, when I was like doing fucking like fucking ounces of cocaine a day and shit. I was at this party, right? And this gay dude wanted to fuck the shit out of me, and I don't know why. And he's fucking gay. Gay guys love me. I guess it's the dad bod.
Wait, did he want you to fuck him or did he want to fuck you?
I don't know. He kept asking to suck my dick, so maybe he wanted me to fuck him. But obviously,
Hey, it's not gay to get your dick sucked.
Well, I didn't want to. Obviously, I kept telling him to fuck off, this, that, the third. But he noticed I was eyeing his friend. And you want to know what's crazy was his friend's name was Amber Rose. And she fucked with me because Amber Rose is obviously the model. But I didn't think of that. Me thinking of rock and roll, I thought of Axl Rose. And she was like, oh, you're the first person that didn't think of Amber Rose. And I was like, oh, little do you know, it's just because I'm fucked up and I'm thinking of rock and roll. But whatever. She was hot as shit. And he was like fucking and trying to fucking get me to fuck. He's like, yo, if I can get her to fuck you, will you fuck me? And of course I was like, yeah, whatever. So fucking me and her start walking off, and she's like, you want to take me to her house? Wait, did you freeze? Oh no, there you are. And she's like, yeah. And so the friends are walking with us, and I'm like, yo, lose your friend. And she like fucking tells him to fuck off. And then we go back to her house and like we fuck. But like I was so fucked up. I feel like I wasn't that good. And like that's one of the few I've never seen again. And so like that's what it was. But that was a good story that I thought of.
Yeah, man. I've never I don't understand how people do like hookup culture, one night stands, because like with the prevalence of like STDs, and not just STDs, but like antibiotic resistant STDs, like gonorrhea, like there's strands of gonorrhea that can't be cured now.
Hey Aaron, fuck you.
Huh?
Fuck you, guy. Let me tell you something. It be drugs involved with that shit. But I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's what we do.
I just couldn't. I couldn't. It couldn't be me. I couldn't do like just be out here doing it with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's nothing against people that do. It's just like with all the stuff that could happen, I just be like so timid. But like I understand like when I be going out like to get lit and stuff, I be on chill. Like I don't be trying to find no woman to protect. Like if a woman comes up to me and approaches me and I'm like, up for the challenge and trying to hit, then I'll be like, okay. But like there's sometimes when like, because women don't like to talk. You know what I'm saying? They want you to make the first move.
Stories.
Women don't like you to talk to them. They want you to talk to them. They don't like to come up to you. And there was this one chick. I'm gonna see you her Instagram after we get off of here. There was one chick at this party, and she was so bad. But I was so drunk, and like I was with family and stuff, that I didn't even notice that she was like eyeing me until one of my friends pointed it out.
Oh yeah,
that's
usually how it be.
Yeah, because they thought they wanted to talk to her, but she was looking at me. So, and I noticed like halfway through the night, like she would like try to get close to me and shit. But I was like just trying to be, I wasn't on that for the night. I was just trying to have fun with my my family, my friends. So, like some stuff happens like that, but it's hard. It's never easy because you don't know, and then people send mixed signals, and that'd be the worst. People send
that'd be the worst. They'd be fucking leading you on and shit the whole time. Their fucking boyfriends in there.
Yeah, don't lead people on. That's not fun. That's not
shit. Fucking bitches and niggas, stop doing that shit. It's fucked up.
Be upfront.
Real
Don't use
shit.
people for money. Just if you don't want them, then tell them that.
Right. Well, and also though, I'm glad you said that. Also though, people gotta stop wanting relationships when you just met and started hanging out with a motherfucker. I swear to God, that turns me off from girls so fucking quick, bro. Where it's like our second time hanging out and she's talking about fucking relationship type shit. I'm like, bitch, I don't even know if I like you yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that happened to me. There was this one girl, like we went on a date. I'm not even sure if it was really a date because it was some bullshit. But like we sit down 5 minutes later, she asked me like how many kids I want and shit. I'm like
yeah. And she like, and like, so I'm the type of nigga, I personally don't like to lay up and just like watch movies and shit. Like I'm doing this right now. Fucking, we postponed this because I was doing a bunch of shit, right, Aaron? Like I'm
Mhm.
always on the move. And like chicks always just want to lay up and waste my motherfucking time. And like I don't want it to sound like that, but that's like how it feels. And like I feel like I've I've had my fair share of girlfriends, but like I don't know what I forgot what I was talking about again. But like I
All right, I think we should just end it.
ended, bro. This
Oh wait,
is
no, one more. Let's go to the next topic and then we'll end it. Dream threesomes.
Dream threesomes. Obviously, Rihanna and Kalani.
Really?
Yeah,
I would choose porn stars because they do that. They have sex as a profession. Like you don't know if Rihanna and Kalani got that good. They probably say it in their songs, but you don't know if that's like really like you don't know if they really got it like that.
Zendaya and Ariana Grande.
I would say no.
Sure, man.
My two is Gianna Michaels and Lisa Ann.
I like that actually.
Actually, I should probably say no. Gianna Michaels and Asa Akira. Let's throw in because it gotta be a fusion. It gotta be a fusion of cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And shout out to season 1, TaintCast.
There we go.
Yo, you know this was like a super episode.
It is. It's gonna be a lot to post.
See how long it was?
That's what she said.
Finally, yo, low key, we needed this last half hour of just fucking being stupid because like Demarcus is our boy, but you know we had to protect him from our raunchy comedy, and it started off sober, but you know now it's fucking time. It's late where I'm at too, so I gotta start texting hoes. But like this
Yeah,
was
I gotta
great.
study for my my MLO test. Wish me luck, y'all.
Whoa.
All right, I think we should just end it here. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you got to this point, our links are in the description down below. So I make music, John makes music, and Demarcus makes music. Please like, share, and subscribe to TaintCast Podcast, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Bro, that was so like, hey, thank you guys. Let me do it. Let me do it like this. Yo, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Look at the description. Aaron's the man. I'm the man. And you're the man too.
I'm the
We
man,
out.
I'm the man, I'm the man.